Shipal, do you have an English book?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start from the verse 70.
Verse 70?
So we're using that Shantideva book. It's called Bodhisattva Way of Life. It's in order to overcome difficulty in daily life. And especially this chapter, we're talking on patience chapter. That's right. So, and then we already started from a long time. Now we are on verse 70. The verse 70 and 71 is also talking about the benefit of doing patient practice. Okay, please, Chapel, can you help me to read the verse 70 and 71 in English?
For example, when a fire in one house has moved into another house, it is right to get rid of straw and such things that will cause the fire to spread. Likewise, when the fire of hatred spreads to whatever my mind is attached, I should immediately get rid of it, for fear of my merit being burned.
So it's like giving advice to us by the example and then meaning. The 70 verse 70 is example, right? Say the fire, the small fires, if you not take care, it goes bigger and bigger, and then it's burn everything. So similar, the meaning is if you have strong anger, it will be destroy all your virtues and then cause of your all happiness. That's as I said it. Okay, what I'm thinking is the meaning here. Another way to think, say, as usual, if you are not really try to control your angers, then angers will be keep developing, increase it, and then that's caused you not just in your family, it's also caused you problem in everywhere, right? So, and then most of the time, your anger, having with the who you close with it, right? Where you're close with it, from your family and friends who you're nearby. So that's you're having often angers. Sometimes we do control having anger. The stranger, we meet the stranger, right? So we try to control it. But we are not trying to control when we have anger in family with friends. Just express it. So, and then also you really control your angers when you expecting something, you're looking something, and then for example, you're looking job and you have it, and then how much you're being patient with your boss. So how much you're controlling with your boss, the anger, right? Then you're not really having anger to your children's, and also, I mean, not controlling, right? Not controlling for your children's, and also not controlling husband and wife each other, and then in family, brother and sister, not really controlling. So actually, why is different? That's the setting. Because most of the time you are staying with your family, and then if you not control anger from there, it's increasing more. So, and then stranger will meet sometime, not every day, and then but you do control anger there. Is like look at which is more danger, which is more it's cause you problem. That's the way we need to analyze it. So therefore, if you really want to control anger, you should control anger from family. Start from family. I say this is the fire now, the small fire, and then it goes split it, and bigger means you not control your everyday anger with your family, and then your anger will be increased, then even the small reason you have anger easily, right? That's the stated. Therefore, you shouldn't. In general, yes, of course, we shouldn't have anger anyhow. So, but special, try not have anger in your family. So, because this is the what called, this is the small fire which increase your anger bigger, right? So yeah, that's the thing, and you analyze why I'm here controlling, why I'm not here controlling. So what do you think? Why you're not controlling in your family anger? What do you have an answer for that? Why you're too much controlling with your boss, and you are controlling with a stranger, yeah, who you don't know, right? And then why you're not control with your family and children's and husband and wife each other?
I think you can see it as habit. You know, you see other family members getting angry, and you feel like you have to kind of go for what what you want, what you need, right? And you see that anger.
You also needed one from your boss. Like you have a job and you have a boss,
right?
And you need it from boss.
Right. So you thought it through. You thought it through, and you realized that if you're angry with your boss, you're not going to get what you want. You're gonna,
yeah, of course. Why not?
Why not?
Well, yeah. What different there, family and boss?
Well,
You should expect for boss, and then you will get it what you wanted, and you're relying on that, right? Same your family, yeah. So yes, what do you think?
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love
Family.
never shows anger. It's opposite of anger.
All right.
Right. So yeah.
I think we have this idea that what do we value, right? So we're valuing really the job more than our family. So we're more concerned about making sure we don't lose our job because that's what pays for everything, right?
Yeah, that could
Not
be. Yeah.
realizing that losing the family is just as detrimental to us.
Yeah, that's one thing you can think it's value, but still, as said, like another way to say, sometimes people value both, but still do same. Anger shows here immediately, not shows the other side. So, but some people do like a same value in family and their job, right? So, any other thought?
In my family, I grew up controlling the anger in the family, and that can work too. There, the important thing I find is to find the cause of the anger, and also the cause of why in childhood I couldn't say no and kept the anger inside. That's a building a fire inside.
Yes. Sometimes I hear the story about we call bad guy, which is very bad with the outside, but they love very much in family. But this is totally opposite than you like usual in our life, right? So, and we consider it's a very bad guy because like torturing outside, bullying and killing lot outside. But when they come inside the family, they have a lot of patience. Yeah, I heard some bad guy, difficulty guys has that kind of attitude, but most of us do opposite. So therefore, as I said, this is the one of the danger. You are every day practicing anger then, because you have to every day stay with them, right? So then you easily shows anger. You practicing anger every day, because the other ones, like your boss, only you will meet the your work time, and then definitely we can not meet it, right? So, but your family is still there. So, and then a stranger is sometime we meet it. So just correct me, okay? What I thought it's like we knowing each other better like a more familiar, right? So, and then we knowing each other. Okay, whatever, like they will do something nice to me, and then that's the one thing I thought, like showing easily anger with family, and then also what call expectations. If I shows anger, definitely he or she will do me for these things because we are the partner or we are the same family. We are the supporting each other. There's expectations and familiarizing each other's. That makes you excuse to show anger. That's how I thought it. What do you think? Yeah.
I think that's true because it's just like I take the family for granted that they're always there and that it's assumed that everything will be aligned and be together because it's the family. They have
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
It's my son. He has to do this. But it's they're just a person just like a boss is a person. They are family, but they're still their own people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do see that sometimes if there's a problem at home, I get upset more easily at work. Where if everything's good at
Oh,
home,
okay. I see.
things at work that are trouble don't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I already have this underneath that something's
Yeah.
fire's already started.
Yeah. And another thing, the additional here, I thought like an expectation is, let's say you once make them better, right? And not doing it. And that's the easily shows anger. And then it's actually whatever you do with your family showing anger or love, whatever, it's it like ultimately it's related to your self-centeredness, right? Anything actually doing for you. Yeah, as I said, a little bit deep, but you can investigate that way. So let's say one conflict things we say, who you love, I love to family. And then where you act, showing anger many times. So I loved my family, but showing anger many times. But who you say, I don't love as the other, but you not really shows anger. So isn't that acting and saying is conflict? So if you say, I think when you say it, actually you're thinking that way. It is true, right? You're thinking that way. Yes, I do love to my family. But acting is always opposite. That's, we should know that. Therefore, if you really love to your family, we actually give real love. Even we say, like talks about compassion. Who do you have a compassion? And then you might say, my family, right? I don't know. Early time, family is important. So this time, in this generation time, I don't think it's family is important. It's more important that like your friends than family. That's just changing now. We see that your friends is more important than your family, right? Your friends is more important than your brother and sister. But it's like this is going to circumstances is going to change it. But what really costs, I don't know. But whatever, as you, it has a good reason to have like a love to keep family, and then if so, then you should be more patient with your family, right? And then also that my master Rinpoche, whose photos behind me, so he always says, if you really want to cultivate compassion, should start with your family. That's he always say that. When we say I'm cultivating compassion, you always your imagination is look outside of your like family, or you're just outside of your house. That's we all think it. But this is the perfect the place that you start from your family, the compassion. If you were cultivating or practicing develop your compassion, so start with your family. I said it. I same that your patience start with the family. Because this is the most danger. If you not do patience with your family, and then you will not get a chance to stop angry, So because most of the time you with your family, therefore this is it exactly. Take care when you eat small fire. And then it burns bigger, then it's too late. Okay? That's just it. You understand, right? Okay. Let's say what says next. Chapel 72 and 73.
Why is a man condemned to death not fortunate if he is released after having his hand cut off? Why am I, who am experiencing human misery, not fortunate if by that I am spared the agonies of hell? If I am unable to endure even the mere sufferings of the present, then why do I not restrain myself from being angry, which will be the source of hellish misery?
Okay, so the giving example, another huge suffering which is talking about hell, I think this is more religious business. But what we can learn from here is also that sometimes we are impatient with the small suffering, which can stop to having big suffering, right? So let's say, okay, I can take meditations as an example, right? So you're impatient with the meditations because it's not really exactly comes how you want to wish it, how you want to do it, and then having like all this body painful, and then also hardworking mental. That's you are not having impatient with the meditation, or not having impatient with the having some kind of compassion mind, but impatient with these things to bring you like a huge suffering in the future, right? Yeah, one example, I always said it, but therefore it comes in my mind easily. What these things is like a exam. So and then we're having impatience with thinking tomorrow is my exam. Then you just want to avoid that thought, which is thinking tomorrow's exam, right? Because it causes you nervous. And then it's special for young kids that I talk. Then and then you are not preparing for tomorrow because you are not don't want to think on that, right? So and then when times comes tomorrow exam, you don't have any answer for that questions, and then you have a longer suffering, right? So then not just short 24 hours. It's like a 24 days or 24 months, 24 years will be have suffering because you will fail. And then what is like all takes your career. What's a career? Career.
Career?
Career. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, what says career? Or how say it?
Career.
Careers. Okay. Yeah, it takes all your career, right? And isn't that bigger suffering than thinking 24 hours exam? So that's what we do. So we're impatient with the small suffering, and then we will not understand it cause you like a big suffering in the future. So therefore, you should know how much it's important you are having impatient with the suffering, right? Okay, I cannot think of another example, which is small suffering cause you big suffering. So yeah, so this is like an example. We can also go with like this. You have a cancer with your hand, right? And then cutting your hand to save your life. Of course, we'll do that, happily do that. But in general, we really don't want to lose my hand, right? So in general, if you ask, can you take your hands out? No one do that. No one wants it because the saving your life You will do that. So because you see which is the more important. So same way that having small suffering, like say, okay, dishwashers, let's say in your family. So so that's arguing a lot in family, right? So the dishwashers doing by yourself can stop like a longer suffering, right? But you not do that, and then having like a continuous like a fighting and fighting and fighting. So which you really wanted? You're doing patience with doing the wash you by yourself, or you're just impatient it. So impatient with the washing by yourself, that whatever left over, and then that is caused really the huge fighting continuously, day by day. So then, but you are okay with the having anger and fighting day by day, but you're really impatient with the cleaning by yourself. So is this like a smart or intelligence? But small emotionally, right? That we are working with the emotion, that stop us to do what I need to do. I did this. It's your turn. So therefore, one guy, I mentioned it a few times, the Tibetan family in East Rutherford. So the husband said that they have a problem with this. He cooked, she had to wash. So and then she's really lazy with the washing things, and keeps seeing in the like a sink day by day. Today is in the sink, tomorrow is in the sink. So then, they're a long time they're arguing. Then one day suddenly he thought, okay, why we need to argue every day? Why I shouldn't do that? Right? Stop to argue every day. Then he started doing it. So how many? Like three plate, right? So 3 plate brings you like a 1 hour argument, fighting. So that is not really like a good things, right? So therefore he said like just 3 plates, because there are 3 members in their family. And then he said, why not? I watch it. I have a time. If I do not have time, then I do nothing, right? So I have a time, I have an energy. So why not I do that to solve the problem? And he started doing that. And then slowly his wife more liking to him, right? And they're getting more love. So, and then more gathering or more harmonies, more peaceful. Because he started to wash the 3 plates. So that's he said it, and then yeah, it is really practical, right? It's practical to stop your future suffering. Therefore, that's exactly said it. Sometimes you do impatient with the small things, but no problem with the having like or you are waiting for like having big suffering. This is the example here exactly. So therefore, try to be more impatient with the small suffering. If you can stop its big suffering, it is like a very reasonable to do that, and then very practical to do that. Okay, so this is the one thing. There's another idea, right? Okay, so and Chapel 74, and then 75. Yeah.
For the sake of satisfying my desires, I have suffered numerous burnings in hell. But by those actions I fulfilled the purpose of neither myself nor others. But now, since great meaning will accrue from harm which is not even a fraction of that, I should indeed be solely joyful towards such suffering that dispels the harms of all.
I think this is not really big different than which we read before. Same like this is talking about more benefit. Same. This is also talking benefit. If you like being patient with like your anger and then all this cause of anger, And it has like a kind of benefit. And then the Buddhism way to talk, it's saying, arguing is the fighting is like a negative karma that we call, and the karma leads you suffering one day, and then it's not like somehow small. It's karma will be multiplied, then it will be lead you suffering long terms, right? Or many lifetime. That's therefore why shouldn't you control your negative actions and your negative emotions? And then it is thinking, right? I should stop my anger. I should stop my all these negative actions because it's causing me having like negative karma, which is cause of the huge suffering. So therefore, I should do this. It means you are thinking and being patient, right? So you're thinking to how to stop anger. So that's the reason is it's cause you more suffering in the future and life by life because of karma, negative karma. Therefore, why shouldn't control it? So that's I said it. Again, one more time repeating, the small, you should start from, even you do patience practice, or you want to stop your anger, same way, right? This, you should start from small. That if there's like a very small reason, then definitely you try to stop anger on that. So the big reason, then sometimes we have anger shows, then it could be solve the problem. But it ultimately, of course, even the big reason we are not sure is anger. We try to control anger, right? But you should start from small things, small suffering, doing patience with as I said earlier, like a moving cup from this table to another table. It's not really not reason to have anger, right? But people do have anger too, because cup is not here to move to other tables. And then it's really it's really the reason cause you have anger, right? So they're not really because you're who touched my cups? So this is not really a big reason. So therefore, you start from that kind of patience, the small things, and then day by day, and then you can handle the big things. That's exactly said it here. Okay. Sorry.
Once you control the anger, how do you dissolve it?
How
Transform it.
Transform to.
Like, if I was angry at washing the dishes, and I wash the dishes more slowly, but I still feel an anger inside, how?
That's exactly talking here. To think why, right? And then it's like it's good to do dishwasher by myself because we can be more peaceful life. We can be more harmonious. It's like a lot of benefit there doing, right? You think this benefit doing it, then it will help you to that which benefit talks here, then it will help you to reduce your anger like a minute by minute, right? So that's all say think. It's not just say it's not just only enough to think that okay, if I do this, then still you have anger inside, right? But it will not cause our fighting. Not really. So more think that what you will be experiences in the future. You not watched it, what you will have experienced. So that experience, suffering experience, or like a trouble or whatever, it can stop. So that's a benefit, and we can be like that's for having more harmonious. So that whatever talks here, the benefit. So think more benefit to doing it, and also think the fault of not doing it. That help you to stop your anger, right? Okay, so now from here, the verse 76, which is like one of the cause. Actually, here it talks about the 24 cause of anger. This is now cause anger that someone be nice with your enemy, someone helping to your enemy, or your enemies who you dislike, or better way say, if I ask, you might say, I don't have an enemy, but you do have a dislike people, right? So who you disliked, who you found is difficulty. So sometime we are unhappy because someone be nice with them, like who difficulty or who I dislike, right? And then that causes you anger. So if they do be nice with it, then, or sometime who I dislike the person is very successful their business or having more financial, or getting more name, fame, again, it causes me have anger, because of anger is also related with jealousy, right? So, and this is not directly the jealousy, actually you dislike it, therefore something having good with who do you dislike it, that causes you anger. It's not only jealousy, right? So now if this is the cause, then how you can deal with it, that's this talking here. You understand, right? That the difficulty people disliking people when they have when an opportunity and then someone praising, someone complimenting to who you dislike, what your reaction will be? Nah, right? No. What are you talking about? So do you really know him or her? Then you try to explain the opposite one. So that's what we do. So, and then actually they are not really good reason, or they are not really a benefit to explain that opposite one, and that not really it's nothing to do with you actually, but only that you dislike, you don't like it, that makes you to explain how bad it is, how bad these are, how bad he or she. So otherwise, actually in general, you do nothing with it. Whatever they're complimenting to your people who you dislike it, what you gain, what you lost. That's the winning thing, right? You gain nothing, you lost nothing. Then why you are trying to rejecting complimenting to others, saying that all bad, negative things, right? So that's because this is the cause. Now, the difficulty or your enemy or who you dislike it, having more success is a fame, gaining, or complimentings are cause you have anger, right? So then how you can deal with it? That's the first set. Okay. Chapel 76 and 77 also.
Should someone else find joyous happiness upon praising my enemy as an excellent person, why, mind, do you not praise him too, and likewise make yourself happy? That joyous happiness of yours would be a source of joy, not something prohibited, a precept given by the excellent ones, and a supreme means for assembling others.
So, okay, it will become because the first line talks a little bit, and then it's cautions, and then another lines will be covered goes more deeper and deeper, right? So in the first lines are saying here, if someone compliment to people who dislike it, both are happy, right? Of course, they will be happy who have receiving compliment, and then also who complimenting it, so they're also happy. Then both are happy. Then why you are unhappy with it? That's the set it, right? So you are should have same like a person who are complimenting. Even the compliment, it's based on truth, based on based on what called actually based on truth. Still, we don't like it, right? Of course, it is based on truth. Then you should also be happy because something good things happening, right? So and then. so even that's the base not truth. Say some are complimenting to, for example, again, the boss who you really dislike it, and someone comes, they're looking their own job, and then they praising the boss, even they are not true, then definitely you will don't like it, and then you will have anger to both persons, right? Especially you will have more anger to person who complimenting to boss. So it says here, then once you have anger on that, and then what happening? After that, what happening? It's like, say, is boss going to change, or the person's changing, or like what really you can change having anger? That's the say thing it. And then even the person is kind of like a cunning or lying to pressing to the boss. But once they get job, they got huge benefit. But if so, then why you have anger? What someone having good things in future? The way to collecting the good things is that little bit like negative, but part of that having good things to the person isn't that good. So that's the way that we have analytical, that's it, right? Analyzing. There are many different reasons you have to think how it's good. And then that's help you to be patient with it. So and also it's saying you are being more supporting, like a control your like anger or being patient with it. It's also you can have, like it says, like the last line of the 77, it says this is the best method of being friends with others, gathering with others, right? Oh, okay, how I say it. To go with the same example, yeah, the actually you don't like it that your boss is the person who you dislike it, and then someone looking job for complimenting or pressing to boss, and then you just be quiet and not having anger. So will like they can feel it, right? So and then they will not find you you are the difficulty one. Earlier we said it it says in Shantideva text, if you shows anger, then how come you are the better person than others? So because they're saying negative actions as the same, as I said. Therefore, you are being more quiet and try to control your anger. It's also they feel it. Once they feel it, they're close to you. They never found you are the difficulty. Then they are also not try to stay far from you, because they might find you are the thinker, or you are the another way to say nice person, right? So the people who you see you the nice person, of course you will have more friends and gathering together, right? So, and then if you express that your anger, then what's happening? It's opposite. It's happening opposite, right? So therefore, it's controlling anger is like being more actually another way to say being more rejoice to someone having good things. So yeah, actually isn't that good, right? So when people have more having their what called wish fulfilling, that much they will be more calm, that much they will be more relaxed. So how much they are relaxed and calm, you are relaxed, you will be calm, because your dislike because their attitude is some kind of strange, right? So you are unhappy because their attitude. So when they come, their attitude will be nice, and then it's automatically you got benefit. So therefore, isn't that it's good things to be patient with your anger. So rejoicing to others, that's the said, right? So if, and then another would say, if you're not, of course there are two things, right, we have to do, making this world better. There are, like, we try to stop the bad things, and then we try to develop good things in within our mind and society, whatever, right? So even you try to stop bad things, that it says it's not necessary having angers to stop that. And then the anger will not really the good way to stop the bad things, or it's not the perfect right way, or right, because it's you are stopping the bad things by your own anger, then it's actually you are not stopping. You are pouring gasoline on fire. So because of your all the actions to try to stop by your anger, it's not really help, right? So therefore, yeah, we should stop the bad things in happening in society, but shouldn't have anger. And then also whoever having that benefit, whoever having good things, try always rejoice. This is the one way can develop good quality in our society. This is the one way to get like a collected the cause of harmonies, right? This is the one way to be more harmonious with each others. Rejoicing is, right? Yeah, because we are not rejoicing how we do it, like we are having more jealousy to people who are better than us, like high class, that's we said it, right? Higher than you are, and then you having more jealousy. And then equal than you, it's you having more competition mind. And then lower than you is you having like what called ignoring, right? You are not really contacting, you are not really be nice with your lower, always having competition with your equal one, equal class. What I would say is same class, right? I'm talking more like in general. Well, how they define the higher class, middle class, medium class, and the lower class? Economic, okay. Yeah, so the economically, you have more jealousy to the higher than you, right? And then you are more competition than your equal, and you have more like ignoring or don't care the lowers. So, and then what do you really do better? That's the setting, right? All these are the cause of anger, actually. So jealousy cause you have anger, competition cause you have anger, and then ignorance to lowers also causing anger. This is the most of people in this world do that way. Always have competition and challenge with the equal, and then look down in the lower one, right? And then jealousy in the highest. So then how, it says, how come we can make world better? How can we be more peaceful as a world peace, right? How can we have world peace then? So because this is our attitude, right? So therefore, the rejoicing covers everything. Rejoicing covers to not having jealousy to your highest. Rejoicing like covers like not competition to your equals. Rejoicing, not ignoring and then look down to your lowest one. So rejoicing means you are be happy when you see someone have like a complimenting, when you see someone like good economic, when you see someone has a good financial or good business, whatever their habit, you keep rejoices. It's wonderful, it's wonderful, it's wonderful, because it's helped me to be more peace, right? So this is the said it. Therefore, in depth, it says like a more rejoice to others, to how to be control your angers. So if you rejoice, it can help you to control, and it also can help you have more patience practice on that, right? That's I said it, rejoicing each other. Yeah, and then 78, Chipper, please.
It is said that others are made happy through being praised in this way. But if, in this way, you do not want them to have this happiness, then since it makes them happy, you should cease giving wages and the like to your servants, but you would be adversely affected both in this and future lives.
Okay, so like it's also giving the continuous reason that you be rejoiced with other, or you are not have anger when someone have a happy who you dislike it. That's the special the person think it. And then it says like when you give job to someone and paying to them, isn't that you are trying to make them happy? Why? Because you want success for your business. Therefore, you are more like a paying to employment. What's the employment? Employees, yeah, okay. You're paying the employees because you want to success your business. And when without paying, they will be not happy. So you're paying, make them happy, and then success your business. The same way you are like a more rejoicing to other happies, then you will have successful more your own peaceful life. This is I said it. I mean like this is the line actually say that one, and they also continue to say like a okay, so far like a few ideas talks on how to be patient. So then if you have any like a let's say suggestion or questions, or like which you not really found it's like a good idea, so do you have anything on that?
So I've become very good with my patience and anger and jealousy,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not good with my patience on suffering.
Okay.
And I don't know how to go about that really.
Yeah, you missed that class. you missed that class, how to be patient with the accepting suffering. I think you can go back and then also, because this is the way we're looking at the solution, right? The solution, so for materialistic like a solution is not, external solution is not always healthy, we all know. And therefore we're looking some other solutions. Therefore, if you study more, go back to accepting, go look both like a Shantideva text is gone before, and then also compare with the Lamrim. The patients also, Lamrim is more like a make it brief. Shantideva text is make brief and then easy to, it brings you the point. And then you can go back to Shantideva more, analyze it to find out all this. How I think it when I have a patient suffering, right? So recently, Janine has a big injury her leg. It's like a very big wound. So then just week before, we learned the accepting suffering. She said it's found very helpful because at the learning and then never know in the future what's happening in our life, right? So learning is keeping like a studying and analyzing is you're preparing for your future, like a stop suffering. Yeah.
Okay, so just let me be just a little bit more clear.
Okay.
I'm not talking about my personal suffering.
Okay.
Since I became a Buddhist, as I told you, I've become more aware of general suffering of the world. Okay? So I wasn't aware of that before, really. It was just about myself.
Yeah.
So now my suffering has become like 10 times, 100 times worse because I see all these things that I never paid attention to before. And I guess what bothers me even more than that is my helplessness to do anything about any given thing that I see. Suffering, that's outside of myself. It has nothing to do with me.
Okay. Then you have more regret to like knowing this all suffering?
It's not a regret, but it's reality. I mean, it's things that like I blocked out before. I'm seeing it clearly now, which I didn't before. And I just don't know how to handle it, I guess I'm saying. I don't know, and being helpless to do anything about it, not to be able to put anything into action. I'll give you a little example. So I was away in Florida.
Why are you looking at me?
He knows why.
Okay.
So I'm sitting down, I'm relaxing, I'm enjoying, and there's these little things in Florida, these geckos. You know what they are?
Yeah, no.
We have them at Surah. They're on the wall and they like
They're
the
little
bugs.
lizards.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Okay. And there's little children, and they're going after them and like throwing towels on them, and this, and all of a sudden I said, oh God, I feel so bad for these. I never paid attention to it before. These little things running around, and these kids are going to inadvertently kill them, or they're making them suffer. And I know if I go say something to this child, that parent is going to come after me like anything, because I just know, even no matter how nice I am about it. And if I explain to the parent that these children are making these little things suffer, they're going to think I'm nuts. So I'm sitting there, and it's just bothering me that I can do something about it, but it's going to turn into a big fight on the beach, or I could sit there and do nothing. So I chose to sit there and do nothing except say a mantra. That's all I could do. And that bothers me.
Yeah, there are a lot of things bothering us. That's true. A lot of things bothering.
Yeah, so that's
like
just a little example. That's a little example.
I give you my example, like someone fishing is like a thing as more sport, you know. They have one excuse. I'm catching and release it. Whatever is like caught like far, right? It's really bothering to me.
Yes.
But what I can do, I cannot say everyone has to comes on path to have achieving enlightenment. We cannot say that, right? Can we say everyone should become a Buddhist? Can we say that?
No.
Why?
I mean, everybody should, but you know.
No, why? The reason you have to think. The reason, can we say everyone should become like a Christian or a Muslim? Can we say that? No, right? Why?
Different levels of, I can't explain why. I know
Yeah.
but I can't articulate it.
So they have their own, like even like a Buddha, not really talk one things, right? The poor tenet school.
Yes.
Right, poor tenet school. When higher tenet school, seeing the real lower tenet school acceptance, this is like a really not practical, and this like not true, right? This is not true. Even Buddha taught it, right. But it has related with it some point, right? Some way, somehow. What I try to say it like we have one idea, one technique to how to think. It's a cultivating compassion without having sadness. That's the said it, right? What is mean? What is means you have to accept, or first you have to understand what is the nature of samsara.
Okay, so I understand that it's hard.
And then you have to accept it. Right?
That's harder.
Yeah. Harder means without accept what we do. as you say, just sit down, sit outside. It's good that you can recite mantra today. A little bit you open it, right? But earlier, if you shut down, you see, and then still you will not recite any mantra. You will not wish anything good things, right? But which is good things, you at least you having some kind of like a the empathy and like some kind of prayers, some kind of positive mind. You having at that because you know it's really suffering it. But as we are, there's two ways to look at that. One way, the nature of samsara, there are things, and another way, my capacity and my like ability, how much I can. That's things, right? And then yeah, and so we have to work with between these two, my capacity and then nature of samsaric nature of samsaric beings and places, right? So how it's like a contaminations, right? So therefore, knowing it and then also knowing my capacity, then what you need to do really? The knowing, okay, here the people are doing more mess up, right? And then my quality is like I have only 2 hands, 2 eyes, no more than 2 hands. And then what do you need to do at the time? Do you have any idea? Right? So that's, the Buddhist said always, first you have to fix by yourself, right? And then go on. So, and then now, like, of course, if you have more deeper compassion, automatically the sadness will be, like, it could be reduced because this compassion has a great wisdom with it, right? Not just emotion. The compassion is not just emotion that having more concerning other or wishing more liberate from suffering, not just that. As it also has a great wisdom. That part of wisdom helps you to reduce your sadness. And what is that part of wisdom is knowing how much you have control or how much you don't. And knowing that what is the nature of the beings. So knowing that, and then they do it, they usually say, right? They're harming each other, they fish it, like fishing it. They're not really deep way to think it. Ignorance, right? But they have one hope we have it. When we talk it, possible, they can change it. You know, recently I went to campaign, right? And then there one, it's called Lazy River. Lazy River said it, right? It's near, and actually it's near New York. I went campaign there, then they're fishing. The kids are fishing, the adults are fishing, and then one young child there, Tibetan. And then she went to the person, got a big fish actually. So then she went there, please, can you release that fish in the waters? I think she's 7-year-old. And then the guys say, what are you talking? I just spent a long time over there to fishing it, and then I didn't get it. My friends advised me to go up there, will we get more fish? I came here, I got it, then now you are here now. So let me release. You know, they have some kind of empathy and thinking actually. He's really uncomfortable with that kid because this is our hope, right? So otherwise, we shouldn't expect it that everyone become enlightenment. It's impossible.
So Geshe, so on the same day, you're talking about fishing, I'm in the water and I see the person fishing and I see that rod like bending. And then I realize there's a fish at the end of that that's struggling and suffering. And now I feel bad again. So, but now are you telling me, should I be thinking like this, for that fish, this is that fish's karma?
Yeah, it is fish karma. Same way I said, actually, as we are wishing to other not having suffering, right? And someone dying, actually it's suffering, part of suffering, right? So why you shouldn't have anger then, if someone dying in front of you? Because your wish is not have that kind of suffering. Then why you not have anger at the time? You accepting what is nature, right? that way you should accept what is nature.
It's nature. So really, in the larger sense of the word, patience, it's really patience as we use it in class. It really has to do with having patience, seeing all this suffering.
Yeah, every single suffering. Yeah. So, and then once you look at the chapter as accepting suffering, it is a lot of reason. Also included that what you have a suffering, sadness. Yeah, include this that. So that's actually, it's important to, otherwise discouragement to have compassion, right? So it's important to keep compassion continuously is like a part of that. We have to talk to them how to overcome by sadness while you have compassion, right? So this is like a knowing nature and accepting it, and also knowing your capacity. That's what said it, right? If your capacity is not enough to help it, then what you need to do is you have to think, develop your capacity to one day you can do that. That's the only you have 100% control it, right? You can change your you change yourself by yourself. It's 100% control it. So I cannot help today because if going there talking is not a good idea. It's not really. So what I do is think, and then how can make it possible to talk. Is there any way? I think always solution is there. We just, our ignorance is not really let them see it. But solution is always there. But your thinking, analytical, will be brings you the solution, right? How is there any possible way I can talk, or is there any possible that I can think, or this and that? So otherwise, as you said, they are in world is looks like getting more worse or better. I don't know. So it's really, there are a lot of things bothering us as we are wishing no one have suffering, right? So yeah, also the baby child that touches the shoes and putting in their mouth, should we have anger?
I don't understand that.
The baby child, right?
Yeah.
Everything they got, they put in their mouth, right?
Yeah.
And they got your shoes and they put in their mouth. Should we get anger? Why not?
Because they don't know any better.
Same, right? They don't know about anything about that. Yeah. So okay, so this is to help you to overcome by understanding and accepting is help. That's need to go together, right? So compassion, patience, and wisdom also. The wisdom is also important. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Or you have in general question?
I have one.
Please, yeah.
So you're talking about the example of somebody that you dislike, or I like to think of a better example that someone that you know is, let's say, not a good person. They, through their actions and their deeds, done things that run contrary to your moral compass. How do you get around feeling good about, number one, they're gaining things or being complimented or being praised, and also how do you accept the fact that somebody is praising someone that you inherently you just don't think is a good person?
Oh, I see. I think one thing you can investigate what the praising is, like a truth or not truth. That's one thing, right? If you found it truth, you should accept it. Because whatever we discard, the bad or good, always has a mix. Everyone has a mix. That's usually said, right? Everyone has a bad or good. So, and then your mind's changing way bad, way good. It's not really, it's out beyond reality. That's our mind do it. Otherwise, always have a good and bad. Everyone have it. And then if this truth, then why you are something that you should be happy that, oh yeah, I didn't see every good things. Now it's something good things there, right? So that makes you happy. And then at least, make them calm mind. So this is like also help, right? So complimenting praise is let them have like calm mind. This is also, isn't that good? Part of that, yes, something good there, right? So that's the way we should accept it. Yeah. Therefore, sometimes it says the master, when you talk with the pride, the person who has a really ego, the conversation is start with compliment, praise. That's the said it, because they have to open their minds to you, right? They want to hear it from you. They want, they can listen to you. So that's complimenting is the main key. Let them listen to you. Then you can add it whatever you like it. So this is like it could be that kind of method, complimenting, and then what's next, that make them happy, and what next. It could be good things, right? So therefore, there. If you look at more bad things, you will find more bad things, right? If you look at more good, you will find more good. This is one of our mind delusions, right? So therefore, try to more stay with the positive and look at more good things. Then it goes is look at same like who you really like it. Even they have a bad things, you will not see that, because you are on the one path, you are on the one directions to try to see is good things, right? Therefore, you will not see bad things. Even you see the bad things, you will say, oh, you will change it, how to explain it better way, right? So, but someone you dislike it, the another directions, which you always seeing negative, then you will not find any good things. So, but they do have good things. So therefore, the point for your answer is try stay with the positive, as I'm saying. Try stay with the positive, because they have something good things. That's things, yeah. I think it might help. Okay. Okay. So anything else? No. Okay. Then let's go here. Okay. Was 80. Here is more about like I think the Buddhists. Why not we go to 81? Also, it's another cause saying. So far, we're talking about like a complimenting to others. That's cause your anger. So now here it's talking about or someone having like someone gaining more financials and like success their business, also cause of anger. Then how you deal with it. This is it here. This is now talking about here deal with another cause of anger, which is someone having more gaining things or like whatever financial or whatever. Chapel 80, 81 and 82. I guess still with Buddhism, but still okay. 83.
80 through 83 or 81?
Yeah, 81 to 83.
If I wish for all sentient beings to become Buddhas worshipped throughout the three realms, then why am I tormented when I see them receiving mere mundane respect? If a relative for whom I am caring, and to whom I must give many things, should be able to find his own livelihood, wouldn't I be happy rather than angry? If I do not wish for beings to have even this, how can I wish for them to awaken? And where is there an awakening mind? In him who becomes angry when others receive things.
Okay, so in general, let's say what is the best solution in all this problem within you and others in community and like countries and the world is that His Holiness Dalai Lama very much so emphasizedly talking on compassion and loving kindness, right? So this is the best remedy for all this problem to your family, to world. So then, what means compassion here is talking here. Compassion means you are connecting with all these people who you know, who is close to you, who are not close to you. Connecting means that connecting. You try to see everyone, every beings are kindness, kind. Every beings are what called kindness.
Every being is kind.
Has kind.
Has kindness.
Okay. So every being has a kindness, or every being is kind to you. That's the to connecting. So, and they have a very good reason or many reasons that it is kind to me. So that's the connecting to others, to looking that way, and then brings you more compassion to them, right? Generating compassion and loving kindness to them. Then, so let's say it's here the kind. Okay. Why I need to be compassionate with who I don't know, right? Why I need to be compassionate with who are far from me, and then why I have to be compassionate with everyone. That's the talks, right? The short form reason is because you want to be happy. That's the exactly reason. Because if you are not generate compassion to people who you don't know or everyone, every single being, then never know you will be connected with them one day. So you are not always with your family every time, right? And then also we say interdependency. So it's something like happening in like a what do you call? Yeah, it's something happening in like say recently Brazil, that the Amazon jungle is burning. Why we are worrying? Their jungle is burning. Why we are worrying? This is how we connected. So worrying, many reasons of worrying, right? There's insects are burning, animals are burning, or our oxygens are decreasing, or what called global warmings are increasing. Whatever they have reason, a lot of good reason. Isn't that connected to you? All this reason is connected to you, right? So that's interdependency. So, so then, like it's not burning, it's good for us. Even we do nothing with it, even way far from us. So same way, the person, people, being who lives in this earth, we are also interdependency. So let's say the terrorists cause some problem in another country. Why you have anger here? When you watch the TV, you have anger, right? You're having anger. Why are you having anger? Again, same reason. There are many reasons, but finally that reason is also connected to you. So the either beings, the place, all this interdependence is connected to us. Therefore, we should increase our compassion. We should make broader to compassion, generate compassion in a more broader way, because it's connected to us. As well as they are good, I will be good, right? So that's the connections. So therefore, that's the main reason why we have to be compassionate for all beings. That's the main reason. And then if you're not doing it, your problem or your suffering will be remaining as same as usual. And then, but you are, of course, you might have a question that if I'm generating more caution, like a compassion, can they stop? Can like a terrorist can stop to cause problem? Maybe not, right? maybe not, but at least generating compassion help you to be more calm, right? As you opposite one is having more cause your anger, when you see that, then change that emotion. Even you seeing same things, terrorists causing problem in the world, countries, different countries, but you seeing same thing, instead of having anger, to change it to something good things, which is at least makes you calm, right? And then through bias calm mind, of course, you will be affected to others and also because. So that's the whole reason saying that general compassion equal for everyone, because you are looking more benefit, then that will be brings benefit. This is the special, the Buddhists, even like right now we're talking more this generating, cultivating compassion and loving kindness, also secular also talks here, because it's the same function. Secular means we have a common sense. That what is the basis of seculars? Common sense, right? Common humanity. Isn't that the basis of the seculars, right? And then if this is like anger is, you know, doesn't matter whoever, believer, non-believer, or like whoever, the anger is equally there, right? And then remedy anger could be comes from many different ways. As well, it's help in general for everyone. It could be a secular thing. What as I thought it, right? Therefore, you can consider compassion, love, and kindness as a more also secular, not just religious part. That's his always said it always. Therefore, that secular, if this is the secular, and also we can practice it for reducing our problem and world problem. So yeah. So I'm still not get this point here, right? I'm trying to get in here. So at the point here, as well as you are finding out that like giving compassion or love to everyone's equal, or being kind to everyone equal. If this is your wish, if this is you found is the best remedy, then goes here. Why are you having anger if someone found the good things? Why are you having angers? They're doing their own job. Then they're doing your job, right? As you are cultivating compassion, your job is try to help them liberate from suffering, include yourself, right? And they are liberating from some kind of suffering by their own way. Isn't that makes you more relaxed? This is it. As your job, they do your job, then you should be happy. That's the setting. That's the conclusion. I just talked a lot of things, and then go back actually to generating compassion for equal for everyone. The one things here say now nowadays what good things is like many of them talks about compassion, like believer, non-believer, school, college, university, monastery, everyone talks compassion now. So, which is good things. And then also, when you look at what is really the defined compassion, you will have found that 100 different definition of compassion, right? 1,000 different definition of compassion. Like the psychology might say something, scientists might say something, different type of religious believer might say something, or like atheists may say something, the definition of compassion. But one conflict things is all this talking different definition who giving, benefit is same. They all are saying benefit is same, which is like help you, calms your mind, make your minds calm, brings you more peaceful, brings world peace. All benefit, it's the same, whoever talks different compassion. It's not make sense to me. Still, we have a lot of job. Really need to find it out which compassion to bring actual the benefit we're talking, all the same benefit, right? So say someone say compassion. Compassion is just you already have compassion, which you have love to your family. This is compassion. You do have it. Someone say that, right? and then benefit, they're repeating benefit same. Someone say, you do not have a compassion. You have to build it up, and benefit will be same, right? Someone say compassion is just helping others, and then talks benefit as same. Someone said, no, compassion is intentions to help others. The benefit is same, which is really one to follow then. That makes us confused, right? The benefit as same, different defining compassion is giving us more job to find it out what really things bringing all this benefit. That's depend on your daily practice and experience, right? So therefore, it's not really enough to us to listening of different type of definition of compassion and understand it intellectually and then accepting it. It's not really you have benefit, right? So therefore, you test, you investigate, you analyze, whatever they give definitions, because the benefit is the same. That makes me really think it's like a conflict. What really compassion brings you benefit? Because this compassion and this compassion definition is totally conflicted.
So which one does? So which one is it?
You have to find it out.
What does the Dalai Lama say is his compassion definition?
Yeah. So Dalai Lama says compassion is equally, it's like it's a more developed, it's not really there, it's developed, equally wishing for being like a free from suffering. That's a compassion. Equally. Right? Equanimity is fundamental. Yeah, equanimity is not the compassion. Equanimity is like having the basis of compassion. Like you have.
So the Dalai Lama wishing everybody to be free from samsara, from suffering.
Mm-hmm.
That's
he said it. That's he said it. Look at his book. Himaya's definition different. Look at the Buddhism, definition is different. Different religious, different definitions. And then now it's more scientists and like many scholars are talking different type of compassion. Psychologists are definitions different. So therefore, I'm giving you a job, you don't give me a job, okay? So don't take it easy. So
from a religious way of doing it, it also helps to think that, to remember that every sentient being was once our mother and our father. That also helps. To be
that's help, right? When I learned compassion, it's more Buddhism. And then after I came here, I hear another definition of compassion. Still, I'm learning it. I'm not saying, okay, my way is right. Oh, this is the only way to bring in benefit, right? I'm not looking at that. Still, I'm learning, investigating, see what is really. And then some are I really not found it exactly which is bringing benefit, right? So don't ask which is some are, right? Don't ask. Yeah, which is, yeah, I know you are asking. So therefore, you think you find it out. Yeah, okay. So therefore, it's important now. It's really important. Talks compassion, everyone. And then it is actually, I believe it is the good solution and remedy for solve all this problem. That's, I believe it. Because what other things is not really help us so far. It's eon and eon, time and time, like 100 times, 1,000 times. We're using repeatingly same and same. This is not really help. And then, yeah, so the one problem I found it here is, it's remind me when I say repeat it, right? They are not moving further, like they're not moving like a more forward, like a different way. So, like say, if we talk compassion, the Buddhism, at the beginning we talk a lot of suffering things, because this is the main cause you have empathy and compassion to others. And a lot of suffering things we talk it, and then many of them saying, no, this is not good idea. This is not good idea to talk here. and what I need to talk. Just repeating what you have it, different way. And then how we can move forward. Right? So many, I think, like who I know, the professor and many scholar talks is giving me advice. Or not just me, I heard from my friends also. No, you shouldn't talk that. You cannot talk that. And what you're learning is new things. You're just learning new concept, the same meaning. This is enough. If you are like move forward, so you should be open mind. You should learn like a many different perspective, right? And then finally you have a good option to take decisions. So therefore, this is the one difficult for me to really talk our way to compassion, because they are saying no, they are not suitable. This is not suitable with the kids. This is not suitable with the adult, or this is not suitable with the, So it's one thing is bothering me. Did you watch the movie Good Boy? Okay, that's really strange, like a movie. So it's stopping me to talk some kind of to children, long time. Like we have 10 non-virtues, and also there are sexual misconduct and this and that. It's really stopping me to talk on specific sexual misconduct and also killing things. But look at that movie. Who's watching? Children are watching. Who is actors? Children is actors. And what's going on then, right? What we need to do? So the point I'm saying is like, sorry?
The good son?
No, good boy.
Good boy.
Oh, all right.
It's good.
There's a lot of good boys.
Maybe you shouldn't watch that. You shouldn't watch that. So
Funny, right?
it is funny, but same time the message is not really good. So
But why
Is this
should
the one where the 9th grader falls in love with a beautiful young teacher at his high school? Anyway, there's a lot of good boys.
yeah, the movie I'm talking about.
Yeah, a lot of good.
But
There are
if you were
movies called
teaching
Good
the
Boy.
same thing to children in India.
Yeah, I do. We do. We do.
Teach it different. You teach it
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
But you should,
Why?
because you should teach it the same way you're supposed to teach it.
But I have to look at the culture different, environment different. But one thing I need to do is like a skillful way to talk. That's what I need to do. But I'm lack of that. I have a lot of like understanding skillful way to talk here. Yeah.
I agree. Can we go a little longer? If the people can stay, can we go a little longer, Geshe?
Yeah, 5
Okay,
minutes.
thank you. So, I have a degree in psychology, so, people patronize to children, they're patronizing, they look at children like children don't understand, or children don't have the capacity to understand what they say, and it's wrong. Children are very sophisticated, they're very smart, they do understand.
Yeah.
The same thing like when somebody sees somebody in a wheelchair, before even knowing if the person in the wheelchair is smart or not, they go, how are you today? Are you good? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the person in the chair could be Stephen Hawking.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you should, my view is that you should teach the same way you teach in India. You should listen to people.
Yeah, I understand. I wish that, but we have to be skillful. We have to be more skillful.
What would the Dalai Lama do? Like if somebody comes to the Dalai Lama and tells the Dalai Lama, your Highness, I don't think you should teach it like that. I think you should teach it. You think he would listen?
Dalai Lama?
Yeah,
of course. I think he will think. He will think. That's what I said. Anyhow, any teaching. So in general say we teach more skillful way. So that's just always try, right? And then here also we have the skillful way to talk. But sometimes I'm not finding that talks about suffering. How can it be skillful with the talks of suffering? So that kind of lack of education for me
I got a
to.
quick question. I think understandable. He just kind of trying to understand your point of view.
Mm-hmm.
He give you a homework, I believe. I think you should follow that path. It's all up to you to listen to the way he's teaching. I mean, he didn't just push you to listen. To me, it's like, I mean, I don't have any ego or anything, but I would really kind of listen to Dalai Lama and what he trying to deliver, what message he trying to give you is his intention. That way, he's a compassion to you.
I listen.
Yeah.
That's how I was explaining, but here's all about, I mean, it's all reception, all yourselves, and listening and opening up and being open-minded. That's, I think, is my point of view, to be a practitioner to this way of whatever, teaching or religion.
You know, here they say talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. You have to practice.
Yeah.
And that's totally, it's everything, that just talking part and listening part is all on you. You got to do it to get it out.
I would also suggest that we're very fortunate to get to choose our authorities. I mean, we can choose where we put our attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we look and we choose and we say, okay, I like, the Harvard method, or I like the Princeton method, or even I like the Dalai Lama's method, we can often find that a lot of what comes under that umbrella, the so-called knowledge, is knowledge with its own intention. And that intention is not always positive. It's not always for the benefit. So we have to be very careful to look and not accept what somebody else is saying just because they have this banner that says, I am the authority, right?
Okay, yeah, anyhow, as general, I'm saying here, yes, there are many different type of definitions. You choose it. You choose based on what does talk same benefit. You're having that benefit or not. That's the base you choose, right? So therefore, before you choose, of course, you have to open-minded for learning. That's another, I'm just, whatever I talk, another is I say open mind for learning, open mind for still, study it, and then you will have a better choice, and then you can matching it with the benefit talk same things. Then we will find the perfect compassion. That's all we need to get the point, right? Okay, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend.